or a completely secular home. I mean, a secular humanist home, or something like that. I guess then I believe those ideas in the same way that I believe these ideas. And I began thinking, well, then why should I believe any of them? Because I was raised in a home that happened to teach these ideas. And I remember actually going to a very well-respected gentleman in our community, a Christian man. I gave him a phone call, and I asked if I could have a meeting with him. And so he said, sure, come on by. So I invited me to his office. I remember sitting down with him across the office, and I just laid this out to him, these questions. And I said, I've got these questions, these doubts of mine, but I don't know what to do with them. And then, because they went on and on. What I began to realize is that I couldn't go on forever with these questions and doubts. And then I still remember this man looking at me, and he said to me, Paul, I'll tell you what you got to do. You got to get down on your knees, and you need to ask God to take those doubts away. And with a great big smile, and fully confident, and he was a great guy. I remember the man well. He said, and you got to stay on your knees until those doubts are gone. Now, I don't know what you think about that. It'd be interesting to hear Andrew's take on that, because Andrew's a minister of the gospel, a man of the cloth. Okay, like this man was as well. Well, I was really surprised with what I heard. And the issue with me was I'd already pretty much done that. And later on as I reflected back, I thought, you know, if I actually followed that advice, I might still be at that chair. Okay, there might be a corpse up in Alberta in the kneeling position at a chair in Alberta out there right now. Because, I mean, that's what I had done already. And I walked away saying, boy, if that's all the answer there is, I mean, if that's all this man has, and he's a very respected Christian gentleman, I purposely chose pretty well the most respected, highly regarded man in the entire town that we lived in. If that's who it is, that's all he's got to say, maybe that's all the answer there is. And somehow or other, I think God preserved it. It was very merciful to me because I was able to kind of put these on the line for a little while until fairly soon, someone else began to put other